Welcome to Thursday, August 20th, 2020. Today's a little bit of deja vu, as the weather today is going to be nearly identical to what we had on Wednesday for just about everybody in this podcast region that we talk about. We'll have smoky haze from the fires in Colorado and other surrounding states, and also we are looking at temperatures and conditions that will be nearly identical, and the chances of shower and thunderstorm activity is going to develop again today in the same areas it developed yesterday. So expect a few thunderstorms again today. Even yesterday, Cheyenne is one example. There was actually measurable rain there, and there will be some showers and storms around the high pressure ridge today. After today, though, the air dries out. So a repeat of yesterday. Hurricane Genevieve moisture is looking better than a maybe right now. We're continuing to monitor and watch that, but I think the chances are looking a little better as we get closer to next week. Long-term, changes are coming, folks. Changes are coming, but we've got to exercise some patience. This high-pressure ridge is going to die a slow, painful death, but eventually, as we get to the end of August and early September, we're going to see the pattern change. This will be especially true for areas east of the divide. Here we are today. Boy, this looks familiar. We've shown you almost the same map for many days in a row. A big high over the Four Corners. Here's Hurricane Genevieve right now, causing quite a bit of really bad weather right here in the Baja Peninsula of Mexico. It continues to show signs of wanting to go up around that high. We'll show you that more in a minute. But basically, we're stuck in a rut. This is the same pattern we've had for better than a week. And here it is again today. The high is just a little weaker, but still very robust. Over the next 90 hours, basically through Sunday afternoon, this is where we might get some rain. Again, this is nothing impressive. Along and west of the divide, this is the type of shower and thunderstorm activity you don't necessarily want to see. They tend to be fire starters. We don't want any more fires. Enough burning in the Rocky Mountain West right now. But along and east of the divide, where there's better humidity, this area right here, maybe this area here, may get a couple of rain-producing showers and thunderstorms. Most of this activity that you see on this map is today. From Friday through Sunday, there's just not going to be very much going on. Sunday and Monday, isolated thunderstorms may return. So if you're going to get lucky and get rain, you got to get lucky today. You're not going to get lucky Friday or Saturday. Now, looking longer term, we'll see how things evolve. This is for Saturday and Sunday. Here you can see this brown patch of dry desert air coming back on in. So this is going to turn off any good thunderstorm activity over the central Rockies Friday through Saturday and probably for most of Sunday. You can see moisture increasing here in the lower and upper levels. As we take a look at how things unfold, this is where we are for Monday. Notice the high is still here, maybe a little bit more east. Basically, this is what's left of Genevieve right here by Monday morning. Notice the upper level wind barbs will want to take it this way. Here's a potential hurricane problem for Florida and the Gulf Coast by early next week. Now by next Thursday, notice the high pressure ridge goes east and gets flattened out. It's going to really break down by the middle of next week. And if we add moisture to the equation, that's going to accelerate its demise. As we go further out, you'll see what we'll be talking about as we get towards September. Now, this is the latest satellite photo from early today. Here's Genevieve, and you can see the impressive area on the satellite image of moisture with this. Some of this is high-level moisture, but there's a lot of subtropical moisture that will be with it. It's going to curve this way, and we'll show you here a map in a minute in the coming days. This cloudiness right here is this moisture trapped underneath the high here. And this moisture just heats up, turns into a few showers and thunderstorms. Then you repeat that cycle. And that's what's going to happen again today. This is the track of what will be left of Genevieve in the coming days. So you can see, instead of curving west out in the Pacific, which most of these Eastern Pacific hurricanes will do, this huge high, one reason why we might get the remains of Genevieve is because the high is so strong. The clockwise spin might bring that air in just like this. And if you look at our forecast charts for moisture, you'll see that. This is for Monday morning. This is for Wednesday. And you can see, if we go back Monday into Wednesday, and you see this area of green and blue, this area stays overhead for about 4 days. So maybe as early as Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, through next weekend, this area should cool off and this area should see better chances of rain-producing showers and thunderstorms. So this all could change. If Genevieve takes a left turn, makes a little bit of a different track, but we want to offer you some hope of a break in the heat and the dryness. But it's 6 to 7 days away, folks. We got to be patient. Now, I talked about what's going to happen right around the beginning of September. A Gulf of Alaska ridge builds. Remember, when there's a ridge in the Gulf of Alaska, the west goes into the fridge. Now, I don't want to talk about going from 90s and 100s like we are now to really cold temperatures, but this is a big departure. There's no big Great Basin high anymore by the end of August and early September, and this is a pretty good cold front. And so what'll happen is you'll get a temperature pattern like this. Look at that. This is for September 1st. Look at all the green and purple as opposed to the bright orange and the heat we have now. We're getting confident that this pattern right at the end of the month in early September is going to unfold. And you can see west of the divide, it's still warm, but east of the divide, things really begin to change. So cooler weather's coming, folks, but we've got to exercise a bit more patience. Thanks for listening and watching the Day Weather Podcast. See you on Friday.